Okay, however, better. It's Wednesday. Stray Dogs Day. We get another flashback. This season's weird the way it's structured. I'm just going to come out and say. I'm hoping that, because if this is 12 episodes, we got 3 more. And I can't see them finishing it in 3 episodes. So this got to have like a second core or something. But I digress. This was a flashback episode about Yosana. You know, the doctor who can heal people. So what ends up happening, as we saw last week, Francis Scott Key had promised Suchi that he was going to help them as long as Yosana healed Margaret. Now, Mori, who's the boss of the Port Mafia, thinks it's a trap. And the thing about Yosana is she doesn't like Mori. She doesn't want to go back to Port Mafia. All these things are basically being thrown in the front. But majority of this episode is basically the 2 other members of the detective agency that remain are with Yosana, and she's walking with them and telling them about her past. We get a flashback. This was depressing as fuck. I just want to come out and say that. You know, this had some big time madness going on here. Big time madness, people. It was really there. You could see how they were really throwing in the whole madness of Yosano, because she's young in this flashback. She's 11 years old. This isn't you know, an easy time around. But let me see if I can get the names, if I can, of the people in this episode. The flashback, I mean. Let me just look around here. I don't think they're in here. Yeah, I don't see them. No. Yeah. So really, yeah, it's about Yosano and what really is going on. Now, the other 2 members are Tanizaki and of the detective agencies, Tanizaki and Kenji. They're with her, and Yosana's basically going through the whole diatribe of basically what happened to her. So she was with Mori, and she was basically healing people, healing these soldiers. And this was all kinds of fucked up, because as they go on to, there was a war. There's a war going on, and they were going to battle, and she heals them. They go back to battle. She heals them. They go back to battle. Back and forth, and I'm like, and the explanation is that she gives is that if she wasn't there, they would have left. And that's the insane part, because in battle, in the battlefield, in the front, in a war, if your side has, like, they call it annihilation, I think. If your side is completely wiped out, but there's still some survivors, you retreat. But because she was healing them, that never happened. And there's this one dude who grew on her, and what he ends up doing is he's got a special ability too. He creates this metal ornament butterfly for her, and you know, this continues going on, this repetition. And he says he was going to write this character and on this plate for her. And eventually, after all this repetition, there's actually one point when the soldier actually tries to kill her, saying it's all her fault. Because if she wasn't there, they would have fled. And the guy who gave her the ornament, he talks to her through this intercom and proclaims her to be the angel of death. There was some big time scenes of pure madness in this episode. And it was, holy crap. Maury, by the way, the boss of Port Mafia, come on, dude. You're going way off the deep end here. He really, I'm not saying he's pure evil, but he's pretty up there. But this exchange he has with this soldier who gave her the metal ornament, he calls her the angel of death. He goes and she finds him. He hangs himself. And then there's the little piece of plate that has that character written over and over. When I saw that shot, I was thinking, holy shit, are they going full Shining here? And then there's this piece of paper, it says, "You are too just." And then she screams. Towards the end of the episode of the flashback, we see Mori-san come back after 3 years. And he says, "I need you again." Psycho. But he ends up having a fight with Fukawa-san. Fukawa, president of the detective agency. And it continues this fight. And then eventually, Rampo takes her, this is the flashback, and tells her, "We don't need your ability. What we need is your kindness." And I was like, oh shit, man. The feels! So that was the whole gist of it. And he actually has the ornament that she lost. Because she loses it in the flashback. And gives it to her. And flashback ends. And we see that they've reached the staircase going to the area where they have to meet up to heal that Margaret and so on and so forth. But this was kind of eerie because you see how Rampo's flashback was? And you see hers, and you're like, damn! Because I really thought it was pure madness being thrown in here in this war situation. But it was really emphasizing the futility of it all. If she wasn't there, they could have gone home. And they all died. They all died. If she wasn't there, and they had all gotten hurt badly, they would have retreated and gone home. But because Maury brought her, and she kept healing them, and healing them, and healing them, and healing them. It's just the repetition. It's just infinity. Amazing. Great episode. 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Like I said before, I'm concerned of where we're going here. Because if it's 13 episodes, okay, we get, let's see, 4 more episodes. But if it's not, then it's only 3. I got to imagine that this is going to be a second core here. And they're going to move on to whenever that comes back out. Because they're not ending this shit in 3 episodes. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. Because I know for a fact it's not continuing into the spring. So, but great episode all around. This is the second flashback we've had. It's so insane. Oh man, but good season so far. I'm really enjoying it. I like the characters. I like what's going on with Stray Dogs. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. What your thoughts are of these last 9 episodes. But this has been Bungo. Contact 22. I'll see you guys later. Pure magic.